saying there are hot mics in our area.
Perfect.
Single hot mic in your area.
And welcome back to the MTG Rundown. I'm Andrew.
I am happy.
And I'm Elijah.
Oh, good job. Nice beat there, man. Anyways, so we're back. Pre-release weekend was awesome. It was a lot of fun, a lot of interesting stuff. Some did better than others. Yeah. I know I didn't.
Yeah? You sure about that, fella?
Well, gameplay-wise...
You sure about that,
no,
fella?
gameplay-wise, you did awful. Polls-wise... You made bank.
Are you sure about that, Mr. Two Foil Swords? Mr. Oh, it's my promo, and also I just happened to pull one from my pack.
Yeah, I also pulled, in that same pack was also the Naya Triumph. But we won't go there. We won't get there.
Yeah, this friggin' guy over here, this guy.
My pulls were amazing. The decks were terrible. Like, the first day I went meme, second day it was just way too loud. And I'm like, I can't concentrate. I'm not going to focus. But other than pre-release, we also have to talk about some Hasbro dealing some major shade.
Dude, they spit hot fire.
They did. They spit some hot fire and a interesting announcement from the Judge Academy.
Yeah.
So that we're gonna go over some stuff. So we'll start with
let's start with the Comedy Central roast of John Finkel.
Oh man, like it was. My gosh, I don't.
Hasbro with the steel chair.
Oh my god! So Hasbro came out. There was an article yesterday from Star City Games where they were talking about. Hasbro says Alta Fox lacks understanding of business. Finkel has, quote, no experience in leadership roles at corporate companies. And basically, so what's going on is they have been trying to...
Alta Fox.
Yes, Alta Fox has been trying to have more of a say with Wizards of the Coast. There's even been like rumors and talks of them trying to pull Wizards of the Coast away from Hasbro.
They've been really throwing around that 2.5%.
Yeah. So Alta Fox is a hedge fund that owns a whopping 2.5%.
No, it's not. It's not
not
even
even
whole
whole
milk.
You're not even whole.
You're
milk.
less than whole milk. Chill.
You're less than whole milk. Get the
You're
hell
almost
outta
you're
here.
almost skim.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the road to skim.
Yeah, and let's be honest, skim milk is basically water lying about being milk. Thank you, Ron Swanson.
Thank you, Ron Swanson. Spitting them truth bombs.
Oh, yeah. So they own 2.5% of a stake into Hasbro, and they are going, hey, we have these 5 nominees that should be on your board of directors.
As a general question, is John Finkel a part of Alta Fox?
He is a
Yes.
part
Makes a lot of sense
of
then.
Alta
Yes.
Fox. Yes.
And one of those people is good old John Finkel.
Crazy.
It's crazy. And Hasbro basically looked at them going, no.
Oh, you said something? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What?
What did that 2.5% say? I don't understand what did they say?
Hasbro's
sorry.
climbing up the ladder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did this tiny ass hedge fund try to speak to me?
Did you guys,
I'm sorry.
Did you guys hear that mosquito? That was really
Oh,
weird.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So the quote, which is gonna be,
it's a little spicy.
It's a little spicy. So
It's
this
a little
is
business speak spicy.
This is the quote from Hasbro. John Finkel has absolutely no experience in leadership roles at corporate companies. He is first and foremost a gamer and fan and does not have experience in driving growth and strategic value at digital gaming companies, smartly allocating capital, or delivering returns for shareholders. We welcome his passion for our products, but passion for a couple of product lines does not qualify him to sit on our board.
Did they say what product lines he was interested
Magic the
in?
Gathering.
That's it. I
Magic
thought
the
I thought they
Magic
meant
the
like
Gathering.
specific
Yes.
product lines in them. Like,
No.
was he a fan of the collectors or the commander?
No,
decks?
John Finkel was a Magic Pro player.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. He is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's a little business insight. Just because you're a fan of something and you know something in and out does not mean you know how to do it at a business level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
like
is a huge
I'm
thing.
a huge fan of a lot of the video games I play, and I've always thought, man, I'd really like to work for this company.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, all I do is play the game.
Yeah,
I don't do
right.
anything on that side at all.
I'm a big fan of Dragon Quest. Doesn't mean I can make a Dragon Quest game.
Exactly.
Right? Like, I like D&D a lot.
Couldn't make a book.
I can't design a book, right? Like, nah.
I can give you ideas,
like
but
I
that's
can
about
make,
it.
I can make my own passable campaign, but it's
Yeah.
passable at best.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean that's the big thing. Like we see this a lot in Magic and other things too. Like I see this a lot in like the sports world for football.
Oh my god.
Where you
the
have
armchair sports.
Oh, the arm.
Holy shit.
So in the world of the NFL, we have what I like to call the armchair GMs.
Yeah.
The general managers. And what they do is they sit there on their couch with their Cheeto dust on their white shirt and sitting in their boxers going, well, why the hell did you pick that guy up? He doesn't know what he's doing. He's on the practice squad. Why do we need practice squad guys? That's because in football you actually do have a practice squad.
Or the how could he have missed that pass? Oh, I could have made that. But
Really, I would love to see.
I would love to see you play. I would love to see you play at a professional level, Mike.
What
I
we
would
need
love that.
are normal people playing professional level sports just for comparison, because we all know it's going to be hilarious.
Did you ever see that study that found that I think it was 76% of men thought that they could beat Venus Williams in tennis?
You're kidding me.
I-
7? That's a huge percentage.
I am
Yeah,
100%
something like that.
sure Venus would not only destroy me,
Like-
but
Like
yeah,
I would you know what average white guy, I would love to see you play
we
Venus
need
Williams.
a new TV
I
show,
would
Venus
love-
Against the World.
Yeah, it's just Venus.
Oh,
Where it's all it is
no.
him playing matches against normal people who play tennis.
Venus Williams is most certainly a woman. First
Oh,
of all,
my bad.
yes.
her
I
name is
forget.
her Venus.
I don't know people in tennis. I don't play tennis, man.
Venus is the Roman goddess of love.
I don't know Roman gods either, man. We're
Well,
bad.
thanks
no
for joining us
television.
on a session of
Jesus.
We're Teaching Elijah
Jesus.
Things.
I don't watch TV.
So yeah, well,
Fair enough.
Well,
I
what's
just know
funny
that normal
is
people can't play professional sports
Yeah,
at that
no.
level.
So
She's an Olympian. You're not
Yeah,
you're not
no,
beating
no,
her.
no, yeah,
You're not
no,
beating her.
you're not.
homie.
You're just
You're
not
not
It's still a
beating
great TV show.
her.
Oh,
Venus
it
still
Against
be
the
sure.
World.
it still would be
She
great.
fights normal people. They get destroyed. We applaud.
So
Yeah,
the
basically.
the Chicago Bears actually did something similar to this. So a few years back, 'cause I'm actually a Bears fan. I don't know the hat. There was a playoff
Normal.
game the Bears were in, and they lost because the kicker Cody Parkey did what's called a double doink, and it's just lived in infamy. Everybody hates the kicker, and which is fine. We're supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
He messed up.
yeah, he messed up. But the thing is, the organization said, hey, or in the city of Chicago was like, well, hey, you guys are all like sending this guy death threats, which is not cool, by the way. You can be mad, just don't send death
Send
threats. That's
nobody
dumb.
death threats ever.
That's just terrible.
It doesn't matter if you hate them.
But what was great was they said, okay, you know what? We're going to do an event. You're going to kick the same field goal. If you think you can do better, come kick the same field goal and you'll get like money or something.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
we might even sign you.
Yeah. So
and
people came out and did this.
and not a goddamn person did it. Yeah,
No.
yeah, because
Because he practices every
Because-
single day.
yeah, because that man's life is kicking that ball, and yours is, I don't know, finance.
I don't know, just like maybe being a fry cook at Denny's. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We
I
don't
mean,
know.
Yeah, like which is fair. We need finance and fry cooks and gardeners.
And
do.
shocker,
But,
sometimes, even if you're really good at what you do, you mess up.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's okay.
Yes,
you're
that's
a human
perfectly
being,
fine.
not a machine.
But that's where this comes into play. Where yes, John Finkel is a Hall of Famer for Magic the Gathering.
Great Magic player.
He's a great Magic
One
player.
of the all-timers.
Shouldn't be trying to
Number
lead a
one.
company.
Yeah,
Nope.
he can't. Yeah, no,
No.
I don't know who that guy
I mean,
is.
that's like if it's like someone from like World of Warcraft goes, "Hey, this
Well,
let's get
hold- hold on,
Asmongold."
Hold on, let's
No, no, no,
let's be careful.
I know. I'm
Let's be
being careful. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Are you
I got
sure?
it. I'm good. I'm good,
Are you
guys.
sure?
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
Okay.
It's literally like someone from Blizzard saying, "Hey, we want to take this company in a direction. You have a candidate that knows how to handle things like in the public eye, knows how to move the company, get returns, everything like that. Then you have Asmongold. Let's go with Asmongold. That's what you're wanting the company to do.
We'll be
no.
posting his Twitter, and Posting Age's Twitter.
But I mean, that's
No,
that's
he didn't say anything
Okay,
controversial.
good.
He didn't
yeah.
say
I'm not saying anything
controversial.
controversial at all.
Although Blizzard probably should hire someone for PR at this point.
Oh
That's
God,
yikes,
yeah,
homie.
yikes.
Nah.
Just posting a new Overwatch character trailer does not make everything else blow over.
Really
all right?
doesn't. And I mean that's basically what
They think they're doing fine.
this is what Atla Fox is trying to do. Atla Fox is trying to go, hey, no, listen, John Finkel should be on your board of directors because he plays Magic. That's what you guys make, right? And Hasbro going,
No, I drive a car.
No.
That doesn't mean I can make one.
exactly. And that's what this whole point is. So
Just because I can turn left doesn't mean I
Atla
can
Fox,
race in
if you're
NASCAR.
watching
Exactly.
this,
That's a good one.
Atla Fox,
I
if
like
you're
that one.
watching this,
You're not.
You're not. But
You're not.
You're not.
if somehow you see this and then go, what the hell? Let me tell you something. That's dumb. You're being dumb. You're being real dumb. At a business standpoint, that's just not what you do. You
Just
want
because you had valid criticisms of Arena,
yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean that you can fix Arena or lead a company. Do you know how to make Transformers toys? Because you're gonna need to know how to make Transformers toys. It's Hasbro, dude. That's like
Yeah.
a third of what you do.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
And I mean that's just how that goes. And the letter concludes in this. It's a clear message of reject the Atla Fox nominees.
Yep. Yeah, and then they
Vote
just
for Hasbro's board of directors.
yeah, they pretty much just like at the end of that they just said, oh, and also every single one of your suggestions for board of directors we are rejecting because
Yes.
that's
Cause
That's
no.
just dumb.
yeah because you guys are weird.
Yeah, I mean, this just falls in line of like I get so annoyed a lot of the times when people are like, "Oh man, if I was running the show."
I
this
mean,
is what
and
I
we've done
would
it
do."
a few times
Yeah,
too.
and
but
we can
also,
do that.
But also, understand I am aware that they're making money hand over fist for a reason, and I can guarantee you it's not because I'm running the company,
Mhm.
right? Like,
We
no.
talk about Arena all the time, but that
Yeah,
doesn't mean
but
we
that-
actually have. Like you
yeah.
can have a valid point about how to fix something and still not know how to run it.
yeah, but
like,
that doesn't but that doesn't mean I want.
yeah, and I don't want anything to do with that.
I don't want to make.
I don't want my name on that.
It's just,
Mhm.
yeah, like
Yeah, there's just some things you don't put your name on.
yeah.
It's why you read the paper before you sign the dotted line. That's how it goes. But yeah, so
what
that
lawyers
was
are
a fun little sick burn from Hasbro.
Yeah.
which that was pretty.
Climbing
That was
up the
pre-
ladder.
that was pretty entertaining to read. I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty good.
It was a pretty good read.
It was a good it's like 2.5 minutes if you want to read it for
Yeah,
yourself.
it's a quick
It's a
little
quick
thing.
little read.
We'll put the link up.
Yeah,
something
we'll
like
put the
that.
link in the description.
It's pretty good.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Well, he's in the
Yeah, we
he's
can
the messenger
finally
now, so
actually
he
send.
can just grab
we
everything.
can finally
Yeah,
actually just send things to the
yeah.
group chat and have the person who.
Like I already did.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
already there.
Yep. It's already there.
Yeah, so I'm a step ahead. Anyways,
Streets ahead with that one, buddy.
moving to the next
Streets of-
topic.
Streets ahead.
So-
oh, God damn it. Does nobody watch Community here? Am
I
the
do
only one?
actually. It's been a while since I've seen Community.
Oh, it's so
though.
good.
No, I
It
don't
is
watch
good.
Community.
I heard it got a
You
little
should.
weak on the
Season
again.
4 is sincerely one of the worst seasons of television I've ever seen. Seasons 1 through 3 are probably the best written
Sure,
television I've ever
sure.
seen, and 5 and 6 are good, but will never reach the highs of seasons 1 through 3.
So yeah, so this next thing we are going to
Like,
cover.
quick breakdown.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Broke it down real quick.
Yeah,
Thanks for the community breakdown.
You're welcome.
Rundown.
you're welcome. The
Sad.
Community Rundown,
Oh
the Greendale Rundown.
my god.
That's a bit for you community fans.
So the next thing I'm going to cover, this is definitely something that basically we're not debating on it. We're not going to debate on this.
There's no debate here.
There's no debate here. We have our own personal standings. You can have your own personal standings, but we're just going to explain this as, hey,
This is the
what's
thing that has
happening.
happened.
Yes. And I know this is kind of a weird way to intro this, but sometimes you got to spell it out to people.
Yep.
So that's how we're going to do it. So the Judge Academy, these are the people that help with making judges for Magic the Gathering. They help with getting them to events, learning more about the game, becoming a judge, whether you're level 1, 2, or 3. And they have actually come out with a new statement on intentional misgendering. So basically, this means that if you're playing a game of Magic and you go by different pronouns than you were born with, which is,
Valid.
very valid. It's extremely valid.
It's really not that big of a deal.
It is not that big of a deal at all.
Oh.
That if your opponent is intentionally misgendering you, there are consequences.
Shocker. If you're a jerk to someone, there are consequences to being a jerk to someone.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
Who would have done thought? Which, this is not surprising to me.
They basically just say they just count intentional misgendering as bullying. It's bullying.
Yes,
it follows their bullying rules.
Yes. So basically,
shocker, bullying falls under the bullying rules.
Because ultimately, when you play Magic, you're supposed to be in a safe environment to play. That is the thing of it. LGSs, all the LGSs should be supporting that. The one that we all work at, we are an extremely safe community. That's how we do things. We're a safe environment for people. So basically what their judges are going to be doing, if they catch this happening, if you hear this, you have an obligation as a judge to basically stop the match, and you need to pull the players apart. You need to pull the person that is violating the rule, and if this is regular REL, this becomes a serious problem. Which means it is hey, we need to have a serious conversation about this. 9 times out of 10, when you're in regular REL, you're not giving out game losses or round losses or anything like that. It is hey, don't do this again. If it repeats, then you go into that.
Yep.
This becomes a serious problem, which means this is a one and final warning. You continue doing this, you're done. In competitive, it becomes a USC major, which means usually a lot of times with majors, it's a 1 strike, and after that, you go to the second, you're done. There's no 3 strikes. With a USC major, basically, it is a match loss is applied. The players will be, will pull them aside. And judges, you basically will, I'll just read it, it'd be easier. If this occurs at competitive REL, this behavior is USC major. After the match loss is applied and the players are separated, the judge should take the time to talk to the offending player. If the misgendering was done with malicious intent, the player does not feel remorse for their action, or the action is repeated at a later time, the penalty is upgraded to disqualification, and the player should be removed from the event. The tournament organizer will need to determine if they will remove the player from the venue entirely. So they're taking a very serious stance on this. That's what you do for bullying. So, yeah.
Yep.
It's a good thing. So, yeah, that is, this is definitely a topic where, everyone's going to have their own opinions. We have our own stance on it. We're pretty unified in that. It's not up for debate, honestly.
Yeah, no. If someone tells you what they want to be referred to as, and you say no, it's you're just being a jerk, right? Like they're just telling you who they are, and you're telling them, no, actually, I, a perfect stranger, know more about who you are than you do.
Exactly.
And that's just a dick move. Just don't do it. Just don't be a jerk.
Plain and simple. That is the rule of the day. Don't be a jerk.
Just don't be a jerk. It's really not that hard.
So yeah, it's definitely, it's pretty simple, guys. You just don't be a jerk. You just go with it and keep playing Magic. Keep Magic fun, safe, in a fun, safe environment for everyone.
Yeah, man.
Plain and simple. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about pre-release.
Dude. How was your guys' pre-release? I didn't get to play pre-release. I was around for pre-release, but
I had fun.
I didn't get to play it.
I had fun.
I did too. It was very funny. I 3-1.
Nice.
Jund, and I looked at at least for our store. I went back through and looked at all the sign up sheets.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to figure out. So what I found out is Jund, by actually a decent margin, was the most popular house.
Yep.
Followed by Maestros, and then a nice even footing of everything else.
Okay,
so it's
cool.
like Jund, Maestros, everything else.
Yeah.
Is the spread of how it went.
Cool.
And I thought that's
makes sense.
awesome.
That makes sense
cool.
for our store.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know for myself, I played in 2 events. I did the Friday night one, and I did the Sunday afternoon at our store. So what was really fun about Friday night was I chose Jund.
Yeah.
As my first one, because I love Jund. It's fun. And my Jund kit was awful. It was pretty bad. Like the initial house pack.
Yeah.
Like my promo really wasn't that good. I didn't really get anything else that was solid. So I'm like, okay, that's disappointing, but whatever. Opened my first pack and I pulled a Lord Xander. So I said, well, I guess I'm going 4 colors. So as I opened my other packs, I pulled in a lot of treasure making.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Like Gilded Pinions, the Tycoon guy, the one that deals damage to you for treasures, but makes one. I'm like, yeah, I can make this work. It was a complete meme deck. Did not do well. That's okay. I still got to play Lord Xander about 4 or 5 times.
Which is great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I won my first round. I went 2-1. First round, I did a turn 5 Lord Xander. Not much you can do about that one, Obscura.
Nah, it pretty much just happens, and then you go, yep, that's the game.
Yep, game 2, he actually was able to get something to tap down Xander. So I'm like, okay, cool, game 3, that's good. And then game 3. Sorry, oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Game 3, it was fun because I didn't need to have Lord Xander out. I had enough like brute force to get through. My next card though was Lord Xander.
Because you're a monster.
I am a monster. It's true. I was a monster. It was fun though. It was enjoyable, and what was great was Mitchell was on the table right beside me when I was playing it. He's just looking at me going,
"Yeah, that's fair."
And I'm just like, "What? What, Mitchell? I'm just having fun. I'm just playing cards,
Just
man.
Good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun."
Yeah. Good, clean fun.
And then, but yeah, my pulls were pretty decent on that night. I like the Lord Xander because I plan on building that for Commander. I wonder why.
Yeah.
But then on Sunday, I chose Cabaretti, which is Naya. And my kit was insane with pulls.
This guy over here.
Building sealed, really tough. My pulls, though, chef's kiss. I pulled, my promo was the Luxor Blade. The foil one, it was foil promo. Went through, opened a pack. I got the Alt Art Xander's Lounge. That was really nice. I was really like. Then the second pack I opened it up. Oh, cool, Naya Triome, and a foil Luxor.
Mm-hmm. Because
the rich get richer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you say to that? I mean, what do you get for the man who has everything? You know, this freaking guy over here.
Oh, it was great. My deck was terrible, which was fine.
And then he has the audacity to say like, "Oh, I didn't do very well." You go get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I pulled the Naya Ascendancy, the Jund Ascendancy as well out of that pack. I got the Devil Valet guy, the one that Alliance that doubles the power. He's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else I got out of that pack, but yeah, I got those. Those were the big like highlights. And that one I was just like I was playing in that, and I was felt pretty good about my deck, but it was a really loud day. Oh my god.
It was.
So
I
loud.
absolutely contributed to that, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was 100%.
Oh, yeah. Here's what's funny.
100%.
You were fine. It was the other group that was just. Ooh.
There was the other group directly next to us was pretty atrocious. I gotta say. They weren't great. They weren't great.
I go, yep, nope, I can't anymore, and then there's some other issues. I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, so yeah, tell me more about yours, Elijah. How was your polls?
So my polls weren't great, but my games went fantastic. I went 3-1. First round 2-0'd easy. Second round 2-0'd easy. Third round got 0-2'd because Obnixilis is a good card.
Yes, it is.
Shockingly, 2 planeswalkers for the cost of 1.
He got
is
2
real
planeswalkers
good.
for 3 mana, and it was over. There was nothing I could do.
Can't
Hey,
wait
you want
for-
to discard 2 cards or lose
Or 4 life, and he gains 4 because the
he has
first
the devil.
time he negged it for the devil, and then plus the other one for the trigger. And I
I
was like,
love it.
this is cool.
I love
So
every
that
moment of it.
sucked.
Y'all
and
like
then,
y'all like discarding cards and
Yeah.
losing life.
Like doing
And then
it
and
again.
then
Wanna see
round
me do
4
it
2-0'd
again.
easy. Like I mean, it was very mine was very one-sided. My polls were like Titan of Industry, really good card. Love Titan of Industry. 7/7 trample, trample
2 shield counters.
7/7 trample reach 2 shield counters is surprisingly good. Funny enough,
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Who
3
would've
removal
thunk it?
spells to kill 1 creature is really good.
What else did I hit? I funny enough, the reason why it did so well, I hit 2 Riveteer's Charms.
Ooh.
And Riveteer's Charms is a good card. I
Yeah.
cannot
Really good
explain
card.
to you how 3 mana get rid of your biggest thing is important.
Especially
And not even
in-
biggest
in-
thing. Like
in
the guy
Limited,
plays the 4 mana Jund Myrrh that doubles the power of one creature.
Yeah.
It's amazing how
Yeah.
3 mana get rid of it is nuts. Because he just has no gas anymore.
Yeah,
which is great.
when I use 3 mana to get rid of your 4 mana thing, it feels pretty good.
Feels real good. Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. I'm really happy.
And I gotta say,
Congratulations.
when we were talking about the spoilers, I wasn't a big fan of the dragon. Wasn't a big fan of him. Ziathora wasn't a big fan of it. I'm on board. I'm on board.
That's
It
my boy. That's my boy.
single-handedly won me rounds.
Hold on. Yes, he did. Because you are in limited.
Yeah.
And a 6/6 flyer in limited is just enough by itself.
Yeah.
And also he can deal direct damage. Of course he owned in limited.
Yes.
In
I'm
constructed.
just saying the light shines a little bit brighter on it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like I'm running it in standard or anything. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I played it. I was like, this is good. Sacking stuff for more damage, super good. Dealing
Yeah.
14 damage in one run is good.
But
it is limited.
When I drafted 3 Dragonfly suits for
Yeah.
Kamigawa, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it worthy of building a whole deck around it? No, absolutely
No.
not.
I'm just saying I like it a little more now. After my limited experience with the Jund Dragon, I like it a little bit more. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying it's like, oh, I've turned the table. It's a 4 of in every deck. I'm just saying it's better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, which is a good thing. That's a
Yeah,
good thing to
it is
see
a
off
good
a
thing.
card.
But yeah, no, that's great, man. So we on top of that, we actually did pick up a set booster box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cracked that bad boy open. We pulled a burglar stash, which is bootlegger.
stash.
Sorry, my brain's
Yeah.
not working today.
Poor Matt.
Oh.
Everybody kept saying burglar stash. And he
Yeah.
was like, what's burglar stash?
Yeah,
I
right.
can't find it. And I was like, oh, it's bootleggers.
Yeah. Sorry,
It's
I'm
bootlegger stash.
bootlegger stash. I'm stupid. Anyways,
Literally every single one of us said it that
Oh,
episode.
okay, good.
Literally every single
And
one
also
of us.
because when it was originally spoiled, the name was different completely. It was
Because
like
it was
Yeah.
Stash
translated-
of Halo or something was what
Yeah.
it was originally called. They changed it to something else, and then
because it was a
'cause translation.
it was a direct translation.
because direct translation.
Yeah.
But
we also, I think in total of everything from the box, from our pre-release kits and everything, we pulled 3 Xander's Lounges, which is
That's
great.
pretty cool. Yeah, that's really good.
I want to say, I think we pulled all the Triomes except for maybe Esper. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I had to double check.
Yeah.
Maybe in that one or Bant, one of the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, our pulls were actually pretty decent. Did not get any Planeswalkers, unfortunately. I was hoping to get Obnix just because he's so good.
Obnix is good,
Ob-
and expensive.
Obnom. That was the one thing when I did my Naya pack. If I would have just gotten 1 Planeswalker with those Luxors,
Yeah.
I would have built the entire deck around that. Being
Pretty
like,
much.
yeah, I'm like here's this, and they're just gonna go slap.
Yeah.
I mean that was. I mean, I wanted to get a Planeswalker, but I didn't hit one. And
Yeah.
like I said, the only round I lost was because Ob Nixilis hits the board, and it's kind of just over.
Pretty much.
Because by
Sure,
then,
sure.
I play the Riveteer's Charm, and he just picks whatever. He picks one of the 2 because there's 2 of them now. And if anything else, if there's anything on the board for CMC or higher, it doesn't hit him anymore.
Yep.
Because he's such a low-costed Planeswalker, and that's
Yeah.
why he's so good.
Yeah,
Like
one-
Vivian gets hit every time.
Yeah.
And Elspeth gets hit every time almost.
Yeah,
but
'cause-
not Ob.
You know what's actually really funny though too? We had a surprise. One thing that was kind of surprising is Friday night we left a little early just because like I've been dealing with back issues and I was like I'm just done. You know, I'm like I did the thing once. I'm happy. That was the day I played Meme Lord Xander,
Yeah.
and that was fun.
Yeah.
So Silver and I decided to come back to pick up our box. We were like, yeah, let's do it. So we came back to pick up the box and. Nick was behind. They were eating. There was a judge call, and they're like looking at Ash, like, "Can you take the judge call? I'm eating." And I'm like, "I'll go do it real fast, whatever." So I ran back there, and one thing that was surprising was people got confused about shield counters a little bit,
Yep.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
which is
it's
an
an
new
interesting
thing.
mechanic.
It is an interesting mechanic. It is new, but one thing was the interaction we had was a guy had a 3/3 trampler, swinging in. Guy blocks with a 2/1 shield counter. Wanted to know if it also had lifelink. Wanted to know if the trample and lifelink got protected.
That's fair.
The ruling on that is no. Because
No.
trample. Because with
Yeah.
trample, you have to assign lethal to the creature, and then the
And then-
remaining goes.
Even if the shield counter is going to absorb it all anyway, you still have to
Yes.
assign
Correct.
total damage.
Yeah.
Yes, so your trample still gets through. It's because it was also going against a double striker, which that has no equation in it. It doesn't really matter. It's just more along the lines of the shield counter is going to get absorbed, and it's preventing that 1 damage. So your guy's not dying, but you're still going to be taking the 2, and they're still gaining 3.
Yeah.
So it doesn't prevent the damage; it's preventing the creature from dying.
It's a death prevention, not damage prevention.
Exactly.
It's a different form of regenerate.
It's what regenerate was supposed to
Yeah.
be 25 years ago,
Yes.
right? Like, yeah, because if you've ever looked at like how regeneration actually works, is there's a regeneration counter on the creature,
Yes.
but it's
Until the end of turn.
but it's
Yeah.
outside of the but
And you
it's,
tap the
you can't
creature
interact with
and-
it, and then it's
They
regeneration.
finally fixed it.
Interactable regeneration is what this is.
Yeah.
It took them 25 years, but they fixed
They
it.
finally
got it.
they finally figured out a mechanic that's been in the game since alpha,
And it's good. It's a decent mechanic.
Do
I'd
you
say.
think that was? Remember the Morrow hints, and one of the hints was like us. Like I think it was one of the ones about them
trying to bring in an old mechanic that they couldn't bring life to?
I
think it was
wonder
regenerate.
if you think it was regenerate.
No, I think it was casualty.
Oh, okay, casualty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can also
True.
see that. I just wonder what old mechanic they were like. Devour. You think that's revamped Devour?
No, it's Hideaway. They brought back Hideaway.
Well, no, that was a different hint.
Yeah, Hideaway was the old mechanic that
Yeah.
got reintroduced, and the mechanic that they tried to put in but just couldn't find a way. I think that was Casualty.
Okay, that makes sense.
Huh.
That makes
Just
sense.
because even for this set, it doesn't super fit.
Yeah,
For the
it's,
demons, it does, but like,
I mean, like I guess if you think about it, like mob hits, which is what I
Yeah.
think it's supposed to evoke.
Yeah.
Then like okay, but even then, it's still.
but even then, it's a stretch.
Yeah, it's still
casualty's
kinda
a wonky thing. Like
it's delightful.
it's
I love
delightful.
it. I
It's
love
really
it.
great.
But like flavor wise, it doesn't super because Grixis the Maestros, which is or it's the one of the Jun. No, it's one
No,
of the
it's-
Grixis.
it's Grixis.
It's Grixis. It's Maestros.
Yeah, doesn't really fit with what they do.
No, not really.
at all.
Yeah,
really.
it's definitely odd. It's not something that I don't feel like it fits well with it. I know if I'm looking at it from a commander standpoint, it's going to be a lot of fun when we rebuild Kess.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's like I'm.
It's a great mechanic.
It's a great mechanic, and I'm glad that it's here. It's just like weird that. I
It
just
felt-
think that this still isn't the set for it, but I'm glad they released it here anyway.
It felt like more of a Jund.
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And it felt
yeah.
more
Felt
Jund,
way
you are
more
correct.
Yeah, which is why I always get confused between the Blitz and the
And the Jund.
and the Casualty,
Casualty.
because Blitz feels very Grixis. And Casualty feels very Jund.
Remember,
but
they were
they're
there trying to
switched.
flip
Well-
identities around and
well,
stuff, so
well,
they
you know
thought,
what?
well, let's give it to the ones that.
Honestly, I don't even know if Blitz would have fit Grixis, in my opinion. Like,
It's Dash.
sure,
It's
Dash.
basically Dash.
It's
yeah.
basically Dash,
Better
but
Dash.
I don't know if I
Which-
would really fit that with Grixis, in my opinion. Just, I guess I
I think
have
it
a
fits.
different
I think
view.
it fits because Dash was a Mardu ability,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Originally, and I think Blitz fits better. Because I mean, literally, one of the top decks for a long time was literally just called "Is It Blitz?"
True. That's
Right?
True. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it has like some sort of like weird. It just fits. I think it fits better in
Okay.
in those three colors.
I think I
But-
agree with you.
I can agree with that. I
But
can agree with that.
it's still fun and cool, and I'm glad that they're doing something different with these.
Yeah,
combinations.
yeah. They're it's and also Connive is nuts.
Connive is really
Connive
good.
is hot. You know
Connive
what's
is
really
good.
So I did some trading over the weekend. I
Oh.
traded for Rafine
I got 2 Rafines, one's alt art.
and all right, I traded for Rafine and Taluz. So I started looking through. Rafine is easy. Rafine builds itself. It's Esper Reanimator. Duh, no questions about it. But Taluz is interesting. Taluz is weird.
Mhm.
So I was looking at it and I realized something. I saw that on EDH Rec where they recommended Sir Conrad, and I was like, Sir Conrad, but when I discard the cards, it's exiled. That doesn't really make any sense. Except Taluz says the card still hits the graveyard and is then exiled, which is the best thing they
Yes.
could have said. Like,
Yes.
it's not a replacements effect. It's when it hits the graveyard, it is then exiled, which is like everything
It's like
I could
Planar
ever
Void.
want. It's so good. It's so good.
Which is good.
So now I'm like, I am salivating
Yeah.
over
The,
just
the,
like,
the thing that I just realized about my
rawness.
pre-release was my first match was
Psychosis
against
crawling.
Naya, and then my next 3 matches were all Jund.
yeah.
I fought Jund the rest of the day. I fought one Naya, wiped him, and then went Jund,
See,
Jund
that's
the next
interesting.
3 matches.
My dad did pre-release, and so he did pretty much Jund. He got the dragon, and he lost his first match, and so he just like literally picked up his backup deck, which was just green white fun stuff, I guess. And literally, it was 2-0'd. Like other people might as well not have been there for the rest of.
He just
for the
did
rest of the event.
Selesnya good stuff?
Yeah, he just
Really?
did
Yeah, I'm
Selesnya.
not surprised.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was just like, I just played a creature turn 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they just lost because like.
Well, they can't stop it.
Yeah,
especially
because,
especially
like,
because a lot of the
yeah,
green
yeah.
cards had good. There's good. All the green cards were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 mana 3/3 Vigilance Trample Make a Treasure
Yeah,
is just
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
gosh,
4
yeah,
mana 4 mana 4/4 put 2 4 mana 4/4 put 2 1/1 counters on something. Blitz 5 is good.
Even the and then for red there was the 5 mana 5/4 haste trample.
Yeah, the 5 mana 4/5 Reach
Yeah.
Trample.
Yeah, reach trample.
is just
And
good.
it's just like Jesus God, like you're killing him.
Stop, he's already dead.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good time for pre-release. This was a
good-
fun set.
It looked like it was really fun.
This was a fun set to do sealed with, and it's going to be a fun set to draft for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, no, it was a good week, and I'm ready to see what these decks are going to be for release, especially for standard. I want to see what happens.
I think it'll be a little bit. I think Esper Control is probably going to become the deck to beat instead of whatever it is right
I'm
now.
for
I
it.
can't
I'm
remember.
Which
ready
one
for
do you
Esper
think
to
is
come
coming out?
back.
Esper?
Esper.
Oh yeah.
With
Oh, yeah.
with the Void Rend and the Tri-Land that they so desperately need.
Yes.
I think that's.
I mean,
just
not to
gonna
mention
tip them
all
over
their
the edge.
colors have a that
Ledger
thing
Shredder?
doesn't do anything
Dude,
anymore.
Ledger Shredder.
Ledger
Yeah.
Shredder. You've got
the,
all 3 of the enchantments that just stop a card from doing stuff.
I think Rafine is legitimately
Yeah.
good enough to be a standard
Sure.
finisher. Like
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Like no question.
I see it.
they gave
being-
Esper everything they needed to
Pretty
give.
much.
I
pretty
honestly
much.
think it's going to be maybe not necessarily Esper Control, but more Esper midrange.
Sure.
Honestly, it's going to still have the control feeling because I mean you're blue. You have to have some
I
control.
think we
in
might
blue,
see
let's
like
be
a
honest.
Gruul birthing pod, potentially. A Gruul birthing.
It would
pod
be
maybe?
hard.
It'd be hard.
It would be hard.
Silver's been going nuts
because you have to ramp really, really quick to get Vivian.
So-
I think it's possible.
I think it
Silver's
is
been
possible,
going
but-
nuts with standard builds right now because they're really excited
Sure.
for this set. And I'm just like watching them going, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's not going to work, but that's cute.
Did you guys see? So there's the modern deck that someone made. Did you guys see this?
No.
So
Lay it on me.
So Vivian is right.
Birthing Pod.
Is birthing pod, but
Yes.
6 mana. So that sucks.
Yeah, which is high.
which is high. You know what's really interesting though?
Hmm.
In Modern Horizons 1, I
Okay.
don't know if you guys remember this card. It's called Planeswalker's Accomplice.
It just searches for one, doesn't it?
It's 2 mana,
Yep.
Okay.
a red and a colorless. You play it. 1 red mana. Put a Planeswalker from your hand onto the battlefield. Sacrifice it at the end of turn. No, I'm
Oh.
sorry. It's 3 red. It's 3 red.
Yeah.
So with Vivian, you pot it, Felidar Guardian, pop the Vivian, because Felidar Guardian says you can flicker any permanent. You pod the Felidar Guardian for a Kiki Jiki, and
no.
then you just start going ham.
Oh,
And
then you just- and then you just start-
So then every turn you're
no.
flickering the Vivian so that it doesn't have to leave
It
because
doesn't
it's a
have to
new.
leave.
Oh,
Yeah, because once
no.
it flickers,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game doesn't realize it.
It's the same
It's
way.
a
Yeah,
new.
so
It's a
basically-
new object, so it
yeah, so
doesn't see
basically,
the old
so
text.
you just pod until you get Kiki Jiki, and then you just combo off and just win.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it.
No, God, no. That's gonna. I mean, it's gonna be way expensive for a deck that will do its thing once, and everybody just goes, "Oh, okay."
Oh, just have Colin do it. He likes that stuff.
He does like that.
Funny enough, I recently played a commander deck I made with Birthing Pod in it, and I realized why Birthing Pod's so good now.
It's really good.
Oh yeah, no.
4
Birthing Pod's
mana
good.
pod something, and they couldn't even get rid of it.
Oh,
He got rid of it the next turn, but I literally got to play it and activate it in the same turn, and it was nuts.
yeah. So I have it in my Derevi deck. I Birthing Pod 4 times in 1 turn
Why?
because
Yeah.
the
Derevi.
because the
Who-
untap.
why
ability
did
with
anyone
Derevi.
allow you that? Why would anyone allow
Because
that?
everybody else was tapped
They were
out
tapped
like,
out.
like
Yeah,
fools.
like
fools. Bobby was playing Progenitus like a degenerate. Colin was playing Falco Spara with no counter spells.
Oh my god!
And then poor Ryan was playing Jund over there.
Doing his Jun thing over there.
Yeah, Toolbox. He was
Oh,
playing
he's playing
Toolbox.
Toolbox.
He was playing
Okay.
Toolbox. Torre.
See, my old Nethroid deck ran Birthing Pod, which was
Yeah,
great
because
because
obviously
Reanimator.
Yeah.
The deck I was playing is mono green Yasan,
Mm.
and Yasan is Birthing Pod, but it's just
Yeah.
pay 3, tap it, put a verse counter on, and then go search your library for a CMC for a creature equal to that. It hits the battlefield.
Yeah.
And then every time you do it, it just goes one at a time. So you're not killing it's Birthing Pod without the sacrifice. But it takes a little bit more to get going.
Yeah.
But I'm also running like Birthing Pod and Vivian and all the good stuff that comes with that, and it's really hard to stop
Yeah,
at
I
a
Birthing
certain
Pod-
point.
I did Birthing Pod 4 times, and then I did.
People had a
just
really
because.
hard time fighting the deck. It goes great, especially because all the cards I have in the deck for grabbing anything 3 CMC and under is removal or ramp. Period.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So turn 1, I'm still playing ramp because it's like, all right, turn 1, Lana War, turn 2, Defender Vegvine, turn 2, Yasan, turn 3, another thing, activate Yasan, find something
Find
else,
more ramp.
find more ramp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate Yasan, find a Reclamation Stage, blow that up.
Yeah.
It's just it's really hard to stop.
Yeah, it's
Especially
cancerous.
if like
It's cancerous.
especially if I'm like turn 1, play this Lightning Greaves, it's over.
Pretty
If they
much.
can't hit Yasan, there's nothing they can do.
Pretty much.
Oh my
Because
god.
eventually as I keep going up, it starts hitting, Asaya, Craterhoof Behemoth,
Yeah.
and then eventually I have a 9, 10, 11 slot,
Okay.
which is Void Winnower, Kozilek, Ulamog.
Jesus.
just because I can.
Yeah.
I don't need the cast trigger, just give me the big body.
Yeah.
And someone let me get Defense of the Heart off. That was cool.
That's
they
ridiculous.
were like, Josh was like, he's gonna get it off next turn if you don't do something, and the guy just plays an extra creature and passes, and I was like, cool. Defense of the Heart triggers, Vornklex Kozilek, and everyone's
Hope
like,
y'all don't
we're
mind.
done.
Oh, yeah, hope y'all don't
And my
mind.
brother's like, I'm out,
I'm out. Pineapples, I'm out.
because Vornklex is good, as is
Vorinclex is
Butcher of
good.
Truth.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. But yeah, no, I think that we're gonna wrap it. That's
pretty much
there.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty much
pretty
it,
much it.
guys. So we'll be back, hopefully this week again for another for a box opening, maybe.
I
I
have
hope
no
so.
idea. You're gonna have to
Yes.
ask. You're
And,
gonna have to ask
remember
our
that
producer about that.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have to look at that.
And the set officially releases Friday when
Friday
the
when
video
this
live.
come out.
So the
So
video, so
today-
you can get all your product starting today when it releases.
Yep.
Commander decks, bundles,
Sangles.
singles
get
especially.
Sangles.
There's a lot of good stuff to pick up for your individual.
Get it while
decks.
it's cheap, homies.
Get it while it's cheap because
For
I
sure.
could.
I.e. in another 2 weeks because everything's gonna start high and then it's gonna drop and then it's gonna go.
I mean,
back up
I
again.
think the stash is gonna stay high.
Probably.
No, I mean it happens every set. There's
Yeah.
there's the initial
Like the Meat Hook massacres and stuff. There's
there's
stuff
the,
that's gonna
there's
stay
the
high.
there's the initial rush and then the market floods and then it kind of reaches an equilibrium and then.
But
it
I
starts
think
going up.
bootleggers is still going to be up there.
Sure.
Maybe someone will break the sword. Who knows? And I think
They did
Obnixilis.
already.
They did.
The
You'll-
sword is
yeah.
broken. It's devoted druid.
Well, it's not, I mean more because like
I don't know how you break. I don't know how infinite colored mana isn't enough.
Well, because bootlegger stash just keeps going higher and higher and higher every time someone finds something new. It kicks up by $1 or $2 every time someone finds something new.
Yeah, I mean, you just Sultai treasures matter.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
But yeah, so that's gonna be it for us this week. I've been Andrew,
I am happy.
And I'm Elijah.
and we will see you soon. Bye.
Later,
Hopefully.
boys.